Hello. Good morning, everybody. How are we doing? Hi. Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon, depending on where you're at. Good evening or whatever. Echo. I would check your setup because I don't think there's an echo. We will never see Half-Life 3, right? No, we'll see it one day. It's just I'm sick of waiting for it. My bad, I had tabs open. Yeah, it's usually what happens. How are we doing? Nothing is happening today. Yeah, I don't think anything's happening today. I don't think it's happening today. I don't even think it's happening this week anymore. Don't shoot the messenger, but I think shit's delayed because of the Qualcomm bullshit. We live in hell. I think we live in hell. The what bullshit? The Qualcomm bullshit? Can I have a sip? What, my coffee? My iced coffee? No, it's mine. How are we doing? How's everybody feeling? Everybody all right? On the bright side, more time to save up. That's a real silver lining way to think about it. Yeah. I guess. Things are okay. 59 months, Twitch Prime scrubbed Thillin, new tier 1 from 41 Alpha Wolf. Umbragero with the new Twitch Prime. And then also Umbragero, Corvox _ and Andrew J314 with the new follows today. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for following. If you're new, please follow. If you have Twitch Prime, please use it. Heatwave incoming here. Yeah, yeah, okay. I mean, yeah. So how's everybody doing? It's not happening today, I don't think. This stream is sponsored by this chair, ! Chair in the chat, the FlexiSpot C7 Max. It's a great chair. It's got arms and legs and the wheels and shows up to your house in a box, and you build the chair and you do the thing with the chair. Yeah, so do ! Chair in the chat. If you're on Twitch, click that link. Take a look at that chair. We've only got a few more streams to do. I've actually already fulfilled my contract, but I'm just trying to make sure the numbers look okay so FlexiSpot works with me again. So if you're the kind of person that, usually can't support the stream, maybe just go click on that link and look at that chair. And like, if you want it, go buy that chair, Wouldn't be doing it if the chair wasn't decent. The chair's pretty good. I got 3 of them. Look at me. Anyways, yeah, ! Chair in the chat. Click the link. Look at the chair. Everybody go look at the chair, and I want you guys to tell me how many wheels this FlexiSpot C7 Max has. You're gonna have to go to the link and look at the picture and tell me how many wheels the chair has. So, I guess today we're gonna do a little bit of letting off steam, and today we're gonna do a little bit of actually playing video games. If that's okay with you. Sir Double D, 7 months, Twitch Prime, thank you so much. Where the Mesopotamians, Sargon, Ashurati, Nepal, and Gilgamesh. Have I seen the Silver Pines demo? No, I have not. What's that? Silver Pines? Silver Pines. Silver Pines. Demo out now. Oh, it's a 2D side-scroll horror game. Interesting. Yeah. It's Alan Wake 2D. Dr. Worm is a regular vocal stim for me. Most Linnell TMBG songs are my vocal stims lately. Thoughts on Payload Redwood? I've not played it. You live in the USA, correct? Is it still morning? It's about noon. It's about noon. I forget, do you have Then the Early Years? I do have Then the Early Years, yes. I also like Linnell. Everyone likes Linnell. Valve is such a bad company. Every one of their games is on autopilot. Only reason people play it is because they're addicted or huffing on copium. That the next patch will come out tomorrow and fix it. That's every gaming community. You just described every single gaming community. That's everyone. That's not just us. CS2 equals full of cheaters. Dota 2 equals everyone in NA/EU is quitting. It's literally just Russians left for deadlock. It's really just Russians left deadlock equals dropping players despite not even being released. None of these games are getting proper good treatment. Imagine how bad it must be for Half-Life. Okay. I would agree with you that CS2 is on autopilot. Counter-Strike 2 is 100% on autopilot. You are correct about that. Dota 2 is not. I'm not even a fucking fan of Dota 2, but it's not. Deadlock, saying dropping players. Player numbers for a game like Deadlock doesn't really count because it's an invite-only thing. Endocopia. Oh. Right. I see. That's pretty cool. The thing about games like these is that in order for me to be able to play them on Time Travel Show, they have to support a 4:3 aspect ratio. Most retro throwback games that are meant to look like an old PC game from the 90s almost never actually support 4:3. They all are widescreen, and they don't actively support, you know, a nearly square monitor. Endocopia is Andyland's project, the dev behind Picayune Dreams. Nubby's Number Factory must support it. Nubby's Number Factory does not support 4:3. UFO 50 does not support 4:3. There's a lot of games that you'd think would support 4:3 that don't. Dom TV $4. What up? Hey, big dog. No. I'm unaware of that. Thank you for the $4, though. I didn't say dead. I said it's dropping players. Right. Which is true. Yeah, it's because we're in between updates. And also, it's an invite-only game. It doesn't... It's a bad faith argument. Lucid Blocks slaps. Lucid Blocks does support 4:3. I played Lucid Blocks on an old CRT monitor. That one does support 4:3. Surprised you don't report on Deadlock more? There's not as much... There's not... The last big Deadlock update was in January. And they've, like, plugged all the leaks. And, there's nothing to talk about right now. Like, there used to be leaks. And I didn't touch those because I didn't want to get in trouble. But there used to be leaks. Because there were people on the inside, the NDA playtest build that's out there that gets updated all the time and has a bunch of unreleased features in it. Yeah, those were pretty much all quashed. They kicked a bunch of people out of the beta or the internal build. And then also, they just haven't shipped anything since January, which isn't a dead game by Valve standards, but they've obviously slowed down. And I think part of the reason why they slowed down is because they had the Dark Carnival update for Dota 2. It's my theory, I guess it's speculation, that the Deadlock and Dota 2 team kind of are kind of the same team, and they kind of share people and go back and forth when they're needed. I think we're quite a while away from Deadlock actually launching like officially. Probably another 2 years, in my opinion. So I was who suggested they do a secret test server back in 2024. Valve is incapable of finishing or releasing anything these days. Deadlock will wallow in invite-only mode forever. Okay. But the peak is like 190K, so at least that many people have early access to it. Obviously, that's way more. I get that it's between updates, but 6 months for a large update on a pre-alpha is just lol. No, you're completely correct about that. Yeah, you are completely correct that for a game that's supposedly this pre-alpha test thing, it's been it's been like 7 months since the last piece of content that they're even trying to gauge community feedback on. I mean, obviously, the things that they've been doing with the Earn did a lot of testing. They're trying to figure something out, but it is apparent that they're not really focused in that much on anything Deadlock. Like, obviously the Deadlock team's working and there's this matchmaking update that's going to be coming out soon, but it's not going to be like a big content patch. There's not going to be like new heroes or anything that's going to come along. It's just changing how they do the matchmaking. Valve just needs 10 times their employees. No, so if Valve, see, unfortunately, because of how Valve is structured, if they become too large, the whole thing falls out. The whole bottom falls out. That's what happened in the Wilderness. They got too big. Yeah. Endocopia fully supports 640 by 480, 1024 by 768. Really? Okay, cool. Could it be now that all hands on deck for HLX? We've been kind of in that on and off for a while. But when it's called all hands, it literally doesn't mean every single person at the company. It means anybody who's had a hand in HLX show up, and we're gonna, So it's not today, right? No. I like the sipping sound. More like all hands off CS2. Ain't that the case? Only people with hands. Only people with hands. Sargon, Asarabia, and Gilgamesh. Is there any chance it's tomorrow? No. No. The vibe I'm getting is that they don't know anymore. I don't know what's happening anymore. I don't think we're lost. We are lost in the current situation. You see, Valve is very used to everybody kind of working with them and everybody wanting to work with them. And the universe is like actively against them, it seemed, or at least to them it feels that way. So yeah. Sorry, like, it's like they've always been like this company that everybody wants to work with, and they've never had to like really try. Bonet with the 39 months. Thank you so much. Yeah. And now it's like the universe, the world doesn't care, and they're moving past them, and they can't seem to get people to even respect what they're doing. HLX before Frame? I don't know. I genuinely think in the current environment, it's near impossible for the Frame to be under $2,000. $2,000 is a bit much. I think even with everything that's going on, $2,000 is still a bit much. Do you think Gabe Newell regrets the 20 mil he gave to OpenAI in 2018? No, probably not. But I'm not him. I think 2K is a bit much even now. However, before the Qualcomm bullshit, I was thinking like 1,100. Now I'm thinking like 1,350, 1,400. And it's like this crazy thing where everybody's freaking out, and we've got the man babies on Reddit doing the demonic fit throwing that is just, they're just, I mean, if to use a term from the younger generation, it's you're just LARPing. It's cringe as hell. You know, it's tantrum slop on Reddit where, you know, they do all this bullshit and they just like make it look like they're losing their minds or anything. The majority of the people that participate in that are tourists. They're just hype tourists. They don't actually give a shit about anything, and they're just around to be able to throw a fit because it's funny. You know, to children, it's funny to children. Does it annoy you? No, because like most people are children in their minds. It takes a lot of willpower and a brain to grow up a little, you know? And people don't really do that online. You know, it's a lack of ingenuity and originality in any community because it's just copying each other's homework, right? It's everybody's doing the same thing. Everybody is making tomorrow memes in every community. Everybody's throwing fits when dates come and go and it doesn't happen. It's the same shit. It's reheated nachos from every single community. No one is doing anything original anymore. And it's all just because, you know, the world sucks, I guess, blah, blah, blah. And so people are just like staking their will to live on the existence of a hypothetical product. And so if the product doesn't hit, then everybody throws a fit. Here's the sad news, you know, if you're one of the people that's been like really dedicated to the Steam frame, you're more than likely not going to be able to buy one. If you're just because you're a person that's on the Steam frame subreddit or Steam frame Discord every day and you're like trying to predict prices and stuff, that doesn't mean you're going to get preferential treatment when the lottery comes around again. You're more than likely not going to be able to purchase a Steam frame. Even if you have the money for the Steam frame, you have to win a lottery for the privilege of giving Valve way too much fucking money for what is now an underpowered VR headset. Because now that the price is passing, like we're getting closer and closer to $1,500 if things keep going badly, it's underpriced as fuck for what that is. You know, and obviously people are going to try and compare it to what Facebook priced the Quest at, but the Quest was sold at a massive loss. But there was a reason for them to do that. Valve is, well, why doesn't Valve subsidize? They're not going to do that because unlike Facebook, who has a brand new marketplace that are trying to like indoctrinate you into them and also try and sell you on the idea of the metaverse back when that was still seen as like a profitable endeavor. And, you know, if you want to play a game on the Quest, odds are you don't own any games on the Quest. And so you can do the give away the razors, sell the blades thing. For Valve, most of us already have VR games. They can't sell it at a loss. There's not enough volume to sell it at a loss. Sorry, they have to sell it at a fairly thin, because it's hardware, profit margin. And in the current economy, in the current industry, consumer grade anything aren't going to really be a viable business opportunity. Not unless the data center gold rush ends anytime soon. So even if you're like one of the really annoying people that are like, it's interesting. The Steam frame people are more annoying than the HLX people because the Steam frame people seem to think they know how Valve operates more than I do all the time. Like every single thing I ever say is met with massive arguments. The HLX people are annoying because they take everything I say as gospel, but it's a different situation. I'm not having to like defend the things I'm saying. With the HLX people, it's like, oh, Tyler said this, I wonder what that means. And then they will speculate in their corner by themselves in their group for a day, right? The Steam frame people are like, no, it's $900. They're going to subsidize it. And then the price will get announced, and then they're going to act like they were just betrayed by Valve. It's exactly what just happened with the machine. And my big question is, were you able to buy a machine? I wasn't. I don't think anyone has broken embargo today, so it's not today. Wait, it's not going to be 900? No. I still didn't get my email. I've been checking my spam folder every day. My spam folder is now mostly like gay dating. My spam folder is pretty much all gay dating now. When you have public emails, when you have a public email address, people sign you up for shit. Before you give up on your performance, watch this. Doctors were stunned when they saw what was really behind the age-related bedroom problems. It wasn't stress, low T, or getting older. It was a silent process deep inside the male genitalia. Yeah, that's the kind of shit that I have to wade through in case I somehow get sent my Steam machine email. I think we're putting too much weight on Valve's shoulders. Yeah, that's true. But part of that is Valve's inability to finish things in a timely manner, you know. Here's, let's see, my other spam folder. What's in here? I love experimenting with new ideas. Every encounter can be unique and exciting. Click the link to see my hottest photos. They're waiting for you. Okay. I love turning fantasies into reality, whether it's something you've always dreamed of or something completely unexpected. I'm here to make it happen. I'm waiting for you to take the first step. Click here to see my private photos. Okay, so foveated streaming might be peak. Yeah, it might be an okay idea. Valve's not shipping any software. Valve's kind of making a bunch of VR developers handle all the software, which is a bit bullshit, but there's not enough people to really support VR even internally at Valve long term. So that's fun. Is the frame much better than the Index for 1300? Well, I mean, the frame is obviously more comfortable, more portable, doesn't have to be connected to anything to do things. But the controllers are worse, like significantly worse. The audio solution is worse, like significantly worse. In many ways, the Index is better as a enthusiast PC VR headset. The only difference is that the Index is tethered and heavier, right? But the controllers are 6 DOF. Well, I mean, of course they are, but you know, they aren't as good. They aren't as good. I low-key hate the Index controllers. I mean, you're in the minority of that one. The Index controllers are my favorite VR controllers. It's not even close. But the Index controllers require Lighthouse base stations and stuff, which of course are annoying. You see, the frame was designed to be like more beginner friendly than the enthusiast level Index. It was when it was being developed last year, it was supposed to be cheaper than the Index. It was supposed to only be like $700, $800. We're getting to the point where it's going to be almost double that. So, don't they have connections with other manufacturers? No. Valve is not as big of a deal outside of the software gaming space than you think they are. Is it worth it to buy an Index? Also, no. No, it's not. Not anymore. Is the frame going to be $1,500? The frame is going to be anywhere between $1,250 and $1,500 at this fucking point. And it's only going to get more expensive until, you know, some kind of regulation in the data center manufacturing or AI implementation happens in the United States government, which it'll never happen because it's protecting us from a recession. Or at least the illusion of a recession, or the illusion of not having a recession. Or, you know, investors start pulling their money and stop listening to the billionaires, like convince them that we're going to create God. The price of consumer electronics is only going to continue to go up. I was willing to drop $1,300 for a frame. Well, good, because you're going to. If you're given if you're lucky enough to be given the opportunity to give Valve software your money. Just buy a Meta 3. The Quest 3 is fine. Yeah, the Quest 3 is a fine headset, and you can actually, like, buy it. And it's actually pretty affordable. Yeah. Sorry, like the Quest 3, you know, you can purchase it. The Quest 3 is under $1,000. You know, you don't have to win a lottery to buy a Quest 3. Can you sideload Quest 3? Yeah, you can. I'd rather not give the Zuck money. That's fine. The difference is you can actually buy a Quest 3. Even after the Steam frame is announced, you're more than likely not even going to be able to buy the damn thing. Can you install Linux on Quest 3? I don't know. Maybe. I don't actually know. Friend got a Quest 2 for $150 2 days ago. Quest 2 is kind of really old at this point. Yeah, odds are after the ARM builds of SteamOS that are used for the index, if those are ever released, I can absolutely see somebody being able to put it on the Quest 3. Yeah. I'm pretty sure there's plans to shut down the Quest 2 internet access end of this year, which sucks. Holy shit. Do you still need an account to use the Quest 3? You do. Yeah, you do. Unless you do some kind of back-end bullshit. I haven't looked at the hacking scene for Quest 3 in a while. An anonymous gifter gifted 5 tier 1 subs to the community. Thank you so much. Doink, 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 doink. Congratulations if you got one of those gift subs. How is the Steam frame attention span? Just me, Tyler. It exists. What? Tyler, do you have any dates? No, I don't have any dates. None of the Facebook devices are open bootloader. None of the Facebook devices are open bootloader, so you can maybe do Alpine if you use Shizuku, but that would be running on top of Android. Okay. Is the Quest 3 reasonable for PC VR using Steam Link? Yeah, it's pretty good. And the last time I used that was years ago, and it was great then. Didn't they open the Quest 1 before they discontinued it? I don't remember. Thoughts on Kane Parsons' Valve visit? He went to Valve. My childhood telephone pole is gone. Okay. All right. You know, when I went to Valve, I had just turned 20. It was the day of my 20th birthday. Just saying. $5. I don't know if you read this, but the big announcement will be SteamOS and NVIDIA compatibility next year. More potential users. Well, I mean, that's good. That's definitely good. But, yeah. Yeah, and the opening of the Oculus Go was John Carmack's doing. Yeah, I was the youngest person ever. I was younger than you. So Valve was a birthday present from Valve? Kind of. I don't think they knew, but yeah. Oculus is such a weird piece of tech, I guess. Tyler, when can we get a file on you? I don't know what that means. A file on you? Tyler, when can we get a file on you from something DL? An HLX file, but it's all you. Oh, never. Never. I'm feeling as if you know too much about me sometimes, you know. Wasn't the Go only made for like YouTube stuff and not gaming? It had some games. The 3 depth of field stuff had some games. When you come face to face with Gabe Newell, what will you say? I've already met him, and I said hi. There are so many unconfirmed specs for the frame, like using the Q Pro currently. A frame would either blow my fucking socks off or be unbelievably shit. I don't know until I buy. What parts of the specs are unknown to you? Because I thought we had a pretty complete spec sheet. When was the last time you met Gabe? 2017. Why do so many people want to kill you? Because they're very upset in their own lives, and I think it's a combination of jealousy and mental illness and a need to fight back from the frustrations and disappointments that these individuals may have had in their own lives. And I'm a good punching bag or venting target for those negative emotions. You know, I always think, you know, life is hard for everybody, but it must be very, very hard for people that have to, that you know, to be so like hung up on a guy on the internet that you want to, you know, see him dead or something. I imagine that your life is probably much, much harder than mine, and I feel very bad for you. I feel very sad, empathetic, that kind of thing. It's just that you put yourself out there, that's it. I think it's a little more than that, because I think that I mean, I have the good fortune and the privilege of being able to talk to many other content creators, many of which are much, much larger than I am in terms of reach and size and subscriber count and the money they make and all that. And people that are like seen as legends that I have had the privilege of speaking to don't have, you know, stalkers, crazy people, parasocial bullshit in the same way that I do. It seems like, you know, you'd think that I had 10 million subs based on how people respond and react as frequently as they do to me. It's very odd. Tyler, have you gotten the Steam machine from the money from that one stream? No, I have not. I have not been given the opportunity to give Gabe Newell my money. Antagonizing them probably doesn't help. Was what I just said antagonizing? Tell me more about your reach and size. No. That was antagonizing? Oof. If you thought that was antagonizing, then maybe you need to see a therapist. And if you are in a situation in your life where you're not capable of actually doing that due to, like, you can't afford it or it's unavailable to you, then I'm very sorry, and I hope you're able to find happiness eventually. Sorry you go through so much hate. Just know that a lot of us appreciate not just your content, but how empathetic and nice you are. Well, I try really hard. I'm an asshole. I am an egotistical piece of shit. And I have my problems that like everybody else does. But you know, BetterHelp is evil. Don't use BetterHelp. You don't think your attitude you just had and what you said would antagonize crazy people? What, feeling empathy for a person? That would set them off? What, just like genuinely trying to like put myself in the shoes of the people that are antagonizing me and stalking me and threatening my family and stuff? Okay. So it's just anything that isn't the crash out that people are like working towards is an antagonizing move, I'm guessing. Is it like, if I'm not giving you the reaction that you want out of the behavior that you're doing towards me, then you're going to crash out because I'm not falling for it anymore because I grew up or whatever? You should never live your life pandering to crazy people. I don't think being empathetic to people is pandering. I don't think understanding that life can, no matter how hard you see your own life, it's more than likely significantly harder for others around you. And to try and find the little victories that you can, not only in your personal life, but in the people that you love and the people around you, You're talking to him? Oh, okay. I don't know. It's not worth trying to bring logic to them. It's not really me trying to bring logic to them. It's more, I think just trying to square the circle in my own head, because I can't, I am like an obsessive empath. Like ever since I was a kid, it was a problem. Like I would hurt myself, not physically, but like mentally, it would be a problem to, like, I would always be like, oh my God, really upset about seeing things that were like, I can't believe that they're going through that. And it would really bug me even when I was a kid, And I kind of, I kind of destroy myself sometimes, like overthinking things from the past. Like I was kind of a bully in high school, not really, but I was like kind of an asshole, and I was a total asshole when I was a teenager. And I was just like, I think I was just trying to deal with some shit that happened in my home or whatever. And so it's just like, I hold on to like a lot of regret from shit from when I was a kid. And I like, as an adult, I don't think I'd be able to live with myself if I ever like harmed somebody. It's very strange. So it's hard for me to be able to get into the mindset of people that genuinely have made attempts to physically harm me, because it's like, how is it that you were like set in that way that that this is the proper reaction to seeing somebody you don't like, You want to do some stuff that's TOS to say out loud. It's very strange. So I try and like, for my own personal understanding of like how people can get to that place, how people can, become so lost in their own lives that this is the correct like path forward. And I think it involves the same kind of shit that I went through as a child, as a teenager. One day I'll write a book about it and I'll talk about it, but I'm not comfortable talking about specifics on Twitch. But some people know about the cage, some people know about little things that happen. But passive attack, you're talking like you're an LLM, but I appreciate it. I don't know. Yeah, I think that, I kind of see myself in the people that give me so much shit as, if things had gone differently for me, I could have ended up in a position where I'm threatening random people on the internet that I hate, Like if I wasn't lucky enough to find Electra, if I wasn't lucky enough to figure out to do Valve News Network when I was 14, I could have ended up like completely out of my mind. And so I try, maybe it's like selfish for me to try and, maybe it's kind of selfish for me to try and like, feel as if that I'm deserving of any kind of empathy or whatever, but like, it's for like, I guess me trying to like figure out and empathize, it's for me. It's not for them, I would love it if it would stop, but it's probably never going to stop even after I retire, But, am I drinking iced tea? No, this is iced coffee. It's a nice latte. It's a cold brew with oat milk. My second one since I woke up. Valve reporting saved you? Valve reporting saved me and Electra saved me. Yeah. Yes. 100%. And in a lot of ways, I saved Electra. In a lot of ways, I've talked about how we're both kind of like, we raised each other. We're like the most healthy version of codependence as possible, I think. And, one day I think we'll be great parents and I think one day we'll be great grandparents, and one day we'll finally be able to open the animal sanctuary. You know. Am I still considering being a therapist? Yeah, I am. Yeah. I think that part of the cost of fame, I don't even think what I have is fame. I don't think this is fame. I think I mean a lot to a very small group of people, and that group of people like me enough that I get to do this as a job, and I get to live comfortably financially, and I'm very appreciative of that. And I think when I was younger, I took that pretty significantly for granted, especially like post Half-Life Alyx, but pre HLX. There's a period of time where I like spiraled for a while, and I didn't appreciate anything in my life, and I was just like this like very Squidward kind of grumpy piece of shit who was upset about everything, you know. And it was the older I got, the more I was able to appreciate the smaller things, understand how lucky I have it, and you know, in like this job, my relationship with this job has gotten so much healthier. I don't know if you're a person that's watched the streams for a long time, I do hope that it's become abundantly clear that my relationship to the job, my relationship to this whole endeavor has gotten a hell of a lot healthier, and that I've come to appreciate it dramatically more than I used to. I try not to take it for granted as much. Unsubs from Tyler during those years? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I stopped following you for quite a while, but it seems like things have gotten... I love hearing that, and I'm not fishing for people to just, like, give me what I want to hear. But if, like, you know, if you've, as a person who watched me or stopped watching me, it you know, that's awesome. Thank you. I appreciate it. That's really... You're definitely more mature about things right now. Well, I'm almost 30, you know, and I'm getting to that age where I'm not, you know, I'm not necessarily living for me. I'm living for others. You know, and that change is massive. You remember Nintendo News Network? Hell yeah. You don't quit midstream from frustration anymore? Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm almost 30. You know, I'm 29. I turned 30 in February. You know, I don't know. I understand. I try to, you know, I try to understand the little things, you know. February baby. Hell yeah. Yeah. Born 97. I turned 30 in February of 2027. What am I doing for my 30th? I don't know. Tyler doesn't quit due to Portal Racing anymore. Yeah, I don't do the Portal Racing bit anymore. I've been watching you since I think like 2015, 2016. I noticed you seem much more tempered. Well, I mean, I would like a lot of you to try and think of what you were like when you were 14, and what were you like when you were 16, and what were you like when you were 18, and what were you like when you were 20. And just imagine that you were putting yourself out on the internet for all to see the entire time. Do you know what I mean? And how some of your worst qualities that you weren't like mature, you haven't like grown through or learned from or anything, are things that people hold on to forever, you know. That sucks. I dislike that quite a bit, but I also understand it, and I know that it's just part of the job. K Rule Fool. Gug, indeed. 3 months, Twitch Prime. Thank you so much. Tyler, can you do a backflip? No, I weigh 240 pounds. I'm 5'11", and I weigh 240 pounds. No. Tyler announces retirement at 30. No, I'm not retiring at 30. I think I'm retiring at like 33 or 34. I've got a few more years left in me of doing this. I'd like to see HLX through, and then I'd like to see one more game cycle through, and then I'm done. But after HLX, I'm going to start going back to school, so I won't be here all the time, you know. I'm 30-something, and I've been the exact same since I was 12. And if that's your life, if that's your happy place, if that's where you deserve to be, then I'm not here to tell you to do anything differently. I'm more talking about my own growth or whatever, journey, or some kind of like new agey bullshit word, you know. I always thought you came across as really grumpy and sarcastic on streams, but you seem pretty self-aware of that. But I did not know what you had to put up with. Love your videos. Wish you the best. Yeah, I mean, I'm always going to be grumpy. Rubber Soul Super Deluxe. Fuck yeah, I'm always going to be grumpy. You know. That's tough. That's tough not to be at least a little grumpy. But I do try to appreciate things more. You know, and I've cut out a lot of toxic things in my life, you know, vices and things, you know. I'm a 180 centimeter woman and I weigh 70 kilos. My genetics are rubbish. You see, those are crazy European numbers and I don't know what they mean. I remember I was really good friends with a Japanese foreign exchange student in college, and she used to talk in stone and kilograms and centimeters, and I was just like, because I'd tell her, like, at that point I was 270 pounds, and she'd be like, what is that? I'm like, I don't know. You should get Liberty Spikes for your 30th. I don't know what that is. We love you. I'd rather you not love me. Love is the difficult one because I feel like some of the craziest people that I deal with were once massive fans. And through, you know, me being immature and not dealing with the parasocial stuff as good as I probably should have, that relationship at one point turned into betrayal due to some kind of thing that I did, unbeknownst to them, and then they feel as if they, you know, I've noticed that some of the craziest people were at once a big fan. $25. Okay, so in case you didn't hear, Judrin sent me $25, which was very, very nice of you. Thank you so much. Would I rather get my toe cut off or get $1 million? That's crazy. That's which toe? Yeah, which toe? Hey, Judrin, which toe? Do I get to pick the toe? Because if I get to pick the toe, then it's the toe. Any toe? The toe, yeah. $1 million? Just imagine the taxes I gotta pay on that. I don't think I gotta pay taxes on a toe. And I'm sure I could probably sell a toe for a little bit of money and under the table, you know? If you retire, will someone else take up your mantle? If so, would you give them advice? I've thought about that. I don't think it's... I still have a couple of years left in me to do this before I make that decision. Maybe. You lose your balance if you lose toes. It's a good point. But more seriously, will I like pass the torch on to somebody else? I've thought about it. I don't know if I need to. There's so many other Valve creators on the internet already. I mean, Gabe Follower already exists, you know. I could sell my channel like Fred did. I could do that. It depends. If I'm if somebody offers me like a fuck ton of money and I'm already like on my way out anyways, you know, I don't know. And yeah, changing hosts always kills it. That's true, because people are here because I'm crazy or whatever. Like, people have an expectation of me. So I don't know. Raid redeemed a random Val fact, a random HLA fact. Yeah, okay. Originally, you didn't talk to the person in your head through a headset. You had a walkie-talkie attached to your hip. All of your tools were actually visualized on a tool belt during a portion of development, and one of the tools that you had was a walkie-talkie that you had to physically interact with in order to communicate with the people that were supposedly giving you information. The going rate for a 380K sub YouTube channel is roughly $15,000. That is not nearly, that's not even close to enough money. Are you kidding me? $15,000 for my life's work? The walkie-talkie would have been really tedious. Yeah, that's why they changed it. But yes, at one point in development, it was, yeah, it was a walkie-talkie. And, you know, your multi-tool, the multi-tool was there from the very beginning. I haven't watched your streams in a while. How's life been? Life's been interesting and exciting and difficult and, you know. Buh, 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 buh. I went to college for game development, managed to get a freelance job working with an artist, pretty large company, and I ended up getting paid next to nothing while making consistent 40-hour work weeks. I burned out after a few months of this and had to choose between doing what I love and being able to make consistent money without paying with my sanity. Now I'm in a job I never thought I'd be in. Now in higher education, I'm much happier. Yeah, that's usually what happens. A lot of the jobs that are in the arts, especially commercial arts, take advantage of the fact that it's your dream. And like, you're lucky to be here in the first place. You know, that kind of bullshit. So how are we feeling about the frame? Well, it's definitely not today. Game devs treat their people like shit. I'm happy doing drudgery work for high pay and software. Fuck yeah. My boss's logic was that I was prepping for the real thing. Jesus Christ. How old were you? I'm gonna guess mid-20s. Because they always think that these young guys can stay up all night. They got no one to go home to. Stay in the office all night, work on her game. Fuck you. Is there really a GUG workshop mod? Fresh out of college, 22. Fuck that. Somebody put the GUG on the workshop. GUG. GUG. There it is. GUG is on the workshop. Oh, Spizzy made it? Oh, no. Spizzy made the GUG textures. That's true. Yeah, there's all the vending machines are GUG. All the cans are GUG. Credit to Spizzy for the GUG assets. Also crazy. Also that Tyler McSomething for streaming or whatever. Yeah, Spizzy made GUG, but I made GUG. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to face it, you're addicted to GUG. Might as well face it, you're addicted to GUG. The Alex fans must GUG. I'm the Steve Jobs of GUG. Hell yeah. Does that mean I'm going to be a total and complete asshole to everyone around me? Is GUG DRM free? No. GUG is 100% DRM. It's the first DRM only thing. GUG is eco-friendly. Yeah, in the same way that printers are eco-friendly. Easy sneezy TW. Easy sneezy TW. Easy sneezy TW. Easy sneezy. Easy sneezy TW. Easy sneezy. Guess what, Easy Sneezy? We love GUG. We love GUG, don't we, folks? We love GUG. I walked out and I said, I love GUG. And they said, you can't have GUG. And I said, we love GUG. A guy came to me, tears in his eyes. He said, I want GUG. And I said, I am the son of GUG. We love Gug. I am the son of Gug. Gug. Would I ever play Binding of Isaac on stream? Yeah, okay. I mean, I don't even know how many hours into that game. I love Binding of Isaac. We love Isaac, don't we, folks? We love Isaac. Crying baby. He's rocking around in poop. Why is that baby covered in poop? I have 54 and a half hours. We love Isaac, don't we, folks? Isaac is fighting his mom. We love our moms, but we fight them someday. Yeah, we fight our mom. What's another? Hey, America in one word. Hey, America in one word would be Gug. Hey, I went out. 1945, 1945, they did Gug. Obama. Okay. Folks, let me be Gug. The American people need as much Gug as they can possibly get. And then the other guy would be like, we're hearing big news here, folks. We got demons, interdimensional cybernetic demons trying to take everybody's Gug out of the Gug machines. American government's trying to make sure everybody doesn't have Gug anymore. The interdimensional cybernetic frog demons are going to be able to come down and make sure we don't got any Gug left. Every day this happens, Tyler. Tim Heidecker. Yeah, that's an impression of Tim Heidecker. The American people, 99% of the American people have only 1% of the Gug. We need to get the 1% having 99% of the Gug to give to the other 99% of the Gug. Elon Gug? Okay. Yeah, the Gug, you know. I thought it was it was really important to make sure that when we go to we'll be in Mars in 10 years, and we're going to get it's very important when we go to Mars. We're going to RFK Gug. We found that if you try and eat Gug-based cake, you're not going to be able to do that. Pregnancy is going to not take it to term. So that's that one. I can't do Family Guy. I can say Peter. That's all I can say. Alex Jones. We already did Alex Jones. Oh, we can do Gordon Freeman. So I worked really hard on that one. Homestar Runner. I can't do Homestar very well. The best I can do is, hey, Strong Bad Man. There's that one scene where he like wakes up in the middle of the night after Strong Bad is breaking into his house. Hey, Strong Bad Man. I can't do Homestar. I can do, let's not make a big deal out of this. Let's not make a big Gug out of this. I can do that voice, but just that one line. Can you do Fred Durst? Yeah! It's just one of those Gugs! Oh, man, the Jeet loves that Gug stuff, man. Yeah. Wheatley? What, just like a straight Stephen Merchant impression? No. Can you do Barney, but he's pregnant? About that placenta I owed you. It's me, Gordon, Mpreg Barney. Hey, sorry about the belly there. I had to put on a show for civil protection. I am way behind on my birthing quota. Someone's fetish, by the way. Look, if you live your life trying to avoid everyone's fetish, you're going to end up doing nothing with life. Something is someone's... Everything is someone's fetish at any given time. Tyler hates Wheatley. I don't hate Wheatley, but I can't do a Stephen Merchant impression. Wheatley's like... I can say, I'm speaking in an accent that's beyond her range of hearing. That's the best I can say. You're a beautiful person with a charming personality. Welcome to Gug Gug 2. After 8 years in development, hopefully it'll been worth the wait. We always think in ways of Gug. Gug... Sometimes we think privacy is a service problem, but other times privacy is a Gug-related problem. Now do Alex. Gordon! Dr. Gugman, I presume. Can you do a J.C. Denton impression? Says the guy with the Deus Ex profile picture. Okay. It's been a long time. Okay, well, he sounds like... What is happening? Statue of Liberty? What are you talking about? Something like that. So it'd be like... Can you tell I am probably autistic? Yeah, aren't we all? At least a little. Head crab impression? I guess. There's always, whenever I do the Robert F. Kennedy Jr. impression, there's one guy that's like, you're making fun of a medical thing. And I'm like, it's Robert F. Kennedy Jr., dude. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? The guy that made early Curb Your Enthusiasm seasons harder to watch. Oof. Jonah Hill impression? I can't do a Jonah Hill impression. Gug Zero, you see, here at Gug, we understand that sugar-free alternatives are actually more poisonous for your body than just normal-ass sugar. So we don't try and lie to you about sugar-free alternatives somehow being any better than if you were to just drink the full-fat Gug. Here at Gug, we don't lie to you. We just sell you Gug. Hey, Lois, this is like that time I tried to drink all that Gug. Peter, you can't drink Gug. You're allergic to Gug. Holy crap, Lois. Peter, I think you need less Gug. I can't do any of those. Does Gug use real sugar? We use real sugar at Gug. Yeah, it's real sugar. Boy, this is worse than the last time I got Gugged. Peter, you never got Gugged. Holy crap. Black Mesa Military Vox.
My ass is heavy.
Or like,
This communication platform now under command of the military.
It's got to be dark. It's got to be deeper than that.
Dr. Gordon Freeman, please report to anomalous material.
I can't get that low. Can you do the Fran Drescher laugh? What the? That? First was way closer. I guess it was. Gotta open the throat. Give me a line from the thing. Give me a line, like a thing for the Vox to say.
Access denied. Access. Access denied.
I guess that's as best as I can do. Do SpongeBob Gug? I can do. Hey SpongeBob, you wanna go get some Gug? No, this is Patrick. I can do that. No, I'm drinking Gug. Oh, hey Squidward, you wanna go get some Gug? Vortigaunt? Well, there's the Half-Life 2 Vortigaunt, which is, that is all we can spare. But then there's the episode 2, and then the rest, the other Vortigaunt, who is, yeah, Gug. Yeah. Do Hillary Clinton? No. I'm just chilling in Cedar Rapids. Yeah, I think about that. And Pokemon Go to the polls, of course. It's a classic. Please clap. That's Jeb Bush, though. Besides, a lot of people have lost interest at this point. 100%. Our view counts are dropping. Do you still have sources? I do. And everybody's telling me, everybody's like, That's what everybody's saying. Everybody's just going, If it's happening today, it's happening in 13 minutes. If it doesn't happen in 13 minutes, it's not happening today. Isn't that fun? Pokemon Gug to the polls. The mirror on the wall won't talk to me at all. Now that I have everything. George W. Bush Gug? I don't think I can do George W. Bush. It'd be like, yeah. I don't know if I can do him. Do you think they'll scrap the launch of the frame and try again later? They have a whole bunch of them manufactured, but like, I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. Can you do an impression of either, John? I can. They call me Dr. Worm. Good morning, how are you? I'm Dr. Worm. I can do that. Did you check your email for the Steam Machine? I did at the start of the stream, but we didn't since. So let's check it again. I'm interested in things. I'm not a real doctor, but I am. That's what John Linnell exists in, like weird vowel placements of things. Yeah. That's John Linnell. And John Flansburgh, modern John Flansburgh is. He's like in the head voice all the time. No, I didn't get no email from Steam. Didn't get no email from Steam. What version of the Steam Machine? The cheapest one, so I'm never going to get it. Do I like experimental film with the Homestar Runner music video? I do like that, yeah. I always get experimental film and I Love You for Psychological Reasons. Mick, can you do a little Birdhouse in Your Soul? It'd be like, I mean, that's like the song everybody knows. Not to put too fine a point on it. Not to put too fine a point on it. Say I'm the only bee in your bonnet. Make a little birdhouse in your soul. He's like up here. His voice exists like in the sinuses. I just got here and I feel like I'm having a stroke. Why are we singing They Might Be Giants? I don't, because Valve, we're the cat that Valve doesn't want anymore, so they just dropped us off on the side of the road. And we're just like, and I guess John Linnell just passed and also said no. They Might Be Giants is fucking awesome. Yeah, I've been obsessed with They Might Be Giants lately. I'm not complaining. Yeah, okay. Can you do Tyler McVicker? Hey, what's happening, guys? It's Tyler from Valve News Network, and today we're going to be talking about all the information we have on Valve fucking us over. Here we go. Can you do a karaoke stream? If we somehow ever hit $15,000 in a couple of streams, I will shave my head and do a karaoke stream. You never got into them, but I love their shoehorn. He wants a shoehorn, the kind with teeth. Ding. Yeah, they're good. How much to shave entire body? We're not doing that. Time travel soon? As soon as I can. IRL stuff right now is hard. What's your favorite Jonathan Colton song outside of Still Alive? Re Your Brains. Does shaving your head have to do with... What does shaving your head have to do with singing? Because we're going to do it at the same time, and it'll be really funny. Six, 7, 9/11. Can you do more hopeful, Tyler McVicker? No. Hey, what's happening, guys? It's Tyler from Valve News Network, and today we're going to be talking about the new Half-Life 3 announcement trailer. Oh my god. Here we go. Are you in the original randomized drawing for the Steam Machine lottery or an actual order email? Because I got the email telling me I wasn't scheduled in the lottery. Yeah, I was told that I won the lottery. Hopeful Tyler passed away in a bikini-related accident. Have you seen the Whitest Kids You Know sketch, Happier in the Mouth Open? Ah! Yeah, I've seen, yeah. Oh no, Tyler's losing hopium. I'm not really losing, I'm not losing hopium. I'm just like, I'm at the point where it's like, can we please just move this shit along? There's more to life than this. Can we please, guys? Like, oh, hello. Jeez, hello? Your impression of a hot dog yesterday was so inspiring that my family and I have all turned into hot dogs. Thank you. Oh, God bless. No news on the rebranding, on the raising the bar. There's no news on anything right now. Thoughts on Crowbar Collective's new game? I didn't play it, so I don't have any thoughts. Ooh. Oh. So there's that. It's rough. Oof. That's rough, buddy. Interesting stream. Welcome. Welcome to my fucking shit. We got 4 minutes until nothing. The drum beat never changes tempo. It's steady like a rock, and like a rock it crushes you as it gets louder. The drum beat's louder and louder, and you know there is no parking on the dance floor. And when you wake up, you can hear your hair grow, fall out of your cave and let you watch your shadow creep across the ground until the day is done. All the while the planet circles round the sun. Everybody knows how it goes, so let's get over it and let's get this over with. Best film director? Lil Stevie. Lil Stevie. Best author, Big Old John. Best musician, Tiny Bob. Best gay or sex drive spam email? Oh, I got a great gay email yesterday. Can I have a head crab impression? Yeah. Hey, what's up? I'm a head crab. Well, get out of my fucking way. Where is it? I showed Electra this email and she's like, Tyler, that's just porn. Get off that email. I'm like, yeah, okay. What was it? It was, I can't find it. But it was an email advertising the penis shocking cage. I know I'm 30. I know I've grown up. But if someone sends me an email trying to sell me a penis shocking cage, I'm like, I mean, come on. It's a penis shocking cage. Like... Did it send it to my other email address? I'm finding the penis shocking cage. Yeah, here it is. Found it. Shocking cock cage with remote control. That's what it was called. Yeah, and there's pictures of this cage. Experience intense, controlling, and thrilling stimulation with this electric shock cock cage with remote. Are the pictures real or AI? I don't know. No, it's not somebody offering me sponsorship. So there are trolls that are funny. Sometimes there are trolls that are funny. Sometimes I'm trolled by things that are funny. Sometimes trolls are not funny, like the people that show up to your house with, firearms and stuff. But, sometimes trolls are funny. Like that guy that made me see the goatsy image during a live stream. That's pretty funny. And there is a guy, I don't know who it is, might be a girl, I don't know, who signs me up for gay BDSM mailing lists like once a week. And I will do everything I can to get off of whatever that mailing list is, and I won't see it for a while, and then it comes back. And I get the email saying, thank you for signing up for our email. So there's somebody out there that keeps signing me up for homosexual BDSM content. And the emails that, like, just the subject line of the emails are some of the craziest shit that I've ever read. So, like, genuinely, some of the craziest shit I've ever read. But, like, not in, like, a I feel bad for society kind of way. Just in, like, a, oh, okay, whatever floats your scrot, man. That's okay. So nothing happened again? Yeah, nothing happened again. I mean, I didn't think there would be anything today, but here we are. But yeah, so yesterday I got the shocking cock cage email, and I thought that was very funny because it was a cage you put your penis in and it shocks you. And there's a remote for another person to have control over. Dom TV, $4. That's so true. If I get really into homosexual BDSM lifestyle stuff, then it's not funny to keep signing me up for homosexual BDSM mailing lists. So the only way that the troll will stop is if the troll actually awoken something in me. Interesting. Did someone actually show up to your house? Yes. Multiple times. Gay arc, even. I'm not gay. I have relationships with women. And I got news for you. It's a Law and Order quote. It's Electra and I say this shit to ourselves like at least every other day. There's Electra and I Electra and I have been together for 15 years, and so a lot of our communication is in the form of like autistic stimming of memes from like 10 to 15 years ago. And so like Electra every morning will go, "Hi. Hi. Good morning," which is a video that she likes, right? But then like almost every other day, Electra will look at me and go, "I should have left you on that street corner where you were standing." And we just stare at each other. And we wait for me to go. We say the line, you know. We reference that one all the time. We reference, "Man, I am not gay. I have relationships with women, but sex with men." And then Ice-T goes, "But I got news for you. That means you're gay." I say salami lid a lot. Electra says, "Get that pepper off there" a lot. She doesn't like it. She thinks it's funny, but she also so like the references to like that the so why don't we all just celebrate and suck some dick? That one is funny, but like, you know, we have a soundboard relationship. We do. We 100% have a soundboard relationship. Yeah. What else? Oh, Dorito shell taco from Taco Bell. Ha ha. Doing it. Well, no SpongeBob quote. Oh, come on. Of course. Anytime. So like, I can't reference just one SpongeBob quote because if somebody makes even a slight, like, related reference to anything first 4 seasons of SpongeBob in the first movie, Electra and I will just have to look at each other. We don't have to actually, like, you know, like, it's just, you just have to look at the person and they, you know, hello, I'd like you to play that song again. Which one, man? The one that goes, you know, Mr. Krabs. I mean, our favorite SpongeBob episode, like both of us, our favorite episode is Band Geeks. But that's because, you know, we met in marching band. You know, we met at marching band. So like, you know, Band Geeks has a very special place in our heart. But you know, is mayonnaise an instrument? No, Patrick. Horseradish is not an instrument either. People play loud. People speak loud when they want to act smart, right? Correct. What instruments did you play? She played the flute. I played the saxophone. Whoever's the owner of the white sedan, you left your lights on. Assuming Half-Life 3 does get announced this year, do you think the reveal trailer will have the same view count as the first GTA 6 trailer? It won't even be half of the GTA 6 trailer. People think that Half-Life 3 has the same cultural buying power as Grand Theft Auto. It's not even close. May I take your hat, sir? Hello? You're on speakerphone. I'm streaming.
Hi.
Good morning!
Well, I don't want to be on there, so.
Alright, I love you.
Bye.
Alright. Mrs. Puff. Oh, she's married. Can you still play the saxophone? I can. I haven't in a while. But I did serenade Electra at our wedding by surprise with the saxophone. What happened to Mr. Puff? He doesn't like to talk about it. He's a lamp, right? Do you have a home theater system? I wish. Maybe in the new place. You quote Doodle Bob often, so I like that kind of shit. How did you practice in secret? My mom's house. Isn't the saxophone one of the instruments used in the noir genre? Yeah, but it's mostly just muted trumpet. Can you play the Yes, I can play the Careless Whisper lick. Yes, I can. Hey guys, today's stream sponsored by FlexiSpot. Check out this chair! Exclamation point chair in the chat. I want every single person in chat to type exclamation point chair in the chat, or we're never, ever, ever doing another stream. And then I want you to click on the link that shows up, or I'm never, ever, ever doing another stream. I want you to look at that chair. Trumpet is used for triage at dawn in the TF2 music, right? Well, actually, saxophone is the most common instrument in the TF2 music, yeah. You're moving again? Yeah, that's kind of part of the job, is to move every 18 months. Yeah. There's nothing new to data mine right now. If there was, we'd be data mining it. What do you mean part of the job? Think about it for more than 2 seconds. I like the bit you did once about Mr. Crab asking of Squidward if he ever notices men. I forget what the... Do you ever notice men? Oh, that's from Everybody Loves Raymond. That's right. Yeah, Mr. Squidward. Master Krabs. Hey, Mr. Squidward. There's a meme of Patrick going wee woo, but it's the cultist-based battle music. That's cool. All right, well, it didn't happen today neither. Valve, just fucking communicate, guys. Just fucking just say out loud, we don't know what we're doing. Could Valve please just be like, yes, we're working on HLX. Yes, the shit's going, like, the frame is not going to work. Just rip the Band-Aid off. Just get it over with, please. Ugh. I'd rather them talk about Half-Life than the hardware. Well, yeah. And when you wake up, you can feel your hair grow, fall out of your pain, and let you wear your shadow leave across. How do those freaks manage to find out where you live? Who said they did? Just know there are people that, like, dedicate their entire existence to like, triangulating my whereabouts and stuff. That matchmaking patch, though, I don't think the matchmaking patch is going to be as data mineable as you think. Every time I tune into Tyler's stream, it's 15.67%. 9/11. More insane. Do you live in the Valve basement? I'm going to be moving to Valve's basement soon. You know, Gabe Newell's not living in the penthouse anymore. Why don't you just personally release it? I've tried. I was like 3 inches away from pushing the button, and Gabe Newell came in and kind of just like said, "Please don't." I'm like, okay, you asked nicely. Predictions on the Deadlock release window, 2028. Now imagine being a celebrity and people dissecting your life 24/7. I'm not a celebrity and people do that. Ha, do. He said, don't. You know, don't, please, you know. Is HLX going to have a George H.W. Bush cameo in it? That's crazy. Do you search your name a lot? When I was younger, I did. I haven't done that in years. My purchase email was hidden in spam. Yeah, oh, Searing Plasma. Thank you so much for the new tier 1. Very nice. Appreciate it. Yeah, I check the spam every day. That's how I found out about the shocking cock cage. I'll check it. I'll check spam one more time. Maybe we got some spam again. Gay Ben. To stop a gay Ben. Nothing. Is it Valve signing me up for the shocking cock cage thing? Maybe. I heard that the Steam frame prices are getting increased because of Qualcomm raising their processor prices. Yep. Do you want to pretend to be Ringo? Peace and love, peace and love. Please search for please confirm your order. Okay. Ow. Funny bone. Why do we call it that? It's not funny. I have to search. What do you want me to search? Confirm your purchase. Well, yeah, there's the email for the Steam controller that I got on May 14th. Please confirm. Yeah, no. Negative. Did not happen. When is Frame releasing? I don't think. Look for that from now on. Well, I check my email like 18 times a day. You know. You don't think? Not anymore. Does the Steam page say anything? Oh, like, does it say that? Last time I checked the Steam page related to that, it told me that I'm in the reservation queue. Yeah. Cancel reservation. Well, there's the button to cancel reservation. Steam Machine 512 reserved. We will email you when your reservation comes up in the queue and may share additional updates along the way. It's been over a month now. I don't think it's going to be happening anytime soon. I just got it, and that's the email. Yep. Okay. Well, I mean, congratulations, but I didn't get it. Halo campaign evolved. Cool. Zero Dead Fool, Twitch Prime 4 months. Okay. Well, I appreciate you subbing. What's your favorite D-brand Steam Machine skin? Orange box, I think. It's as likely today as tomorrow. Yeah, it's true. At least you have other games to look forward to. That's true. Blood of Dawnwalker, for example. That game looked good. I'm starting to like Valve less and less. I mean, I'll forever love Valve's past work, but, you know, it's tough. Perfect is the enemy of good. Thank you so much. You're correct. Perfect is the enemy of good. Valve! Have you ever played a game called Ion Fury? Yeah, I 100%ed it. Which was fucking wild, but yes, I have. How did D-Brand know about the Steam Machine price / pre-order reveal early anyways? Internal source at Valve, more than likely, looks like. D-Brand was letting people know, like, D-Brand was really, really flying close to the sun. Then they got burned. It's more likely tomorrow than yesterday. That is true. It is more likely tomorrow than yesterday. How many hours did you have on Orange x3? Oh, at least 100. Orange X3 was one of my favorite maps when I was like 12. I don't know why I loved that layout so much. It was great for sniper lines because it's effectively open. No one would ever... It was a good deathmatch map because the points took ages to actually cap. Orange X3 was fun. I liked Orange X3. Opinion on Dav Train? I have no opinion. A Dav Train almost killed me. I don't wish Gabe Newell was my dad. No. Do you think yeah, and also Deadlock feels like an actually released game? What? I fucking do. All right. Yeah, I think there were so many leaks with the Steam Machine. Like, everybody was talking to everybody about the Steam Machine that they really are sending out significantly fewer review units. What's your favorite chapter in all the Half-Life games? Office Complex. Hugo is your dad? Yeah, that's weird, isn't it? Kind of. Kind of is what happened. Jeff is your favorite chapter in all the Half-Life games? All right. Yeah, it's always and forever Office Complex. What's my least favorite Valve game ever? Dota 2. Do I think Valve incorporates the Crowbar Collective in their next project? No. Least favorite Half-Life chapter? I think Interloper. Yeah, Interloper. And that's across the whole series. The first time I played Jeff, it was one of the most, like, exciting VR experiences I had up until that point. So it's not as good on replay runs, because you kind of know how to cheese the AI, but the first time through, it was fucking great. Ichikika Senpai, thank you for the Twitch sub. I appreciate it. Up until that point, what have you liked better since then? Just I'm not sure what the question is. Next time I'll make the name harder. Thanks. Jeff is incredible the first time. It's not as good on replay visits. Because some of the things you expect, like opening the one thing and they fake you out by having the glass roll out of the little cabinet that you open, was genius. Having to sit in the elevator with them was amazing. I really liked that. But you know, your second or third time through it's not as interesting because you know what you're looking for. What's your biggest complaint with Half-Life Alyx as a game? I have a lot of complaints. Low weapon count. No melee combat at all. Most of the levels are designed to be performant on lower end systems, so everything is like Half-Life 1 dark corridors underground. I mean, those are the big ones. I think, like, also some of the hacking mini games are just irritating after a while. My least favorite hacking mini games involve using the orb to, like, connect things, you know. And then some of the especially if you play a lot of mods, some of the like the engine level coded reactions from Russell and Alex that aren't tied to a map but are tied to behavior. So, like, the first time Alex tries to teleport down or like too far or whatever, and they have to make that comment about how you're going to die, or there's a few other ones. I don't remember all of them, but you know, there's a lot of repetitive stuff with how the game is built with mods. What upcoming already announced game are you most excited about? Witcher 3 Songs of the Past. Witcher 3 Songs of the Past. Yeah. Also, yeah, there's a lack of lower level enemies. Metro cops and civil protection don't really show up. Yeah. Couldn't get into The Witcher. That's fine. Time for HopeCom 4? No, we're still at 3. I'll let you know when we're at 4. Am I excited for gunman contracts? I guess. 4 would be... 4 is a downgrade, yeah. 4 is a downgrade. Yeah, 2 is imminent. 1 is it was announced. 4 is, oh, it might not be looking good. And 5 is it's canceled. We're at 3, which is it's still alive, it's still healthy. They just aren't fucking talking about it. PSX Half-Life 1 on Passionate Gamer? Yeah, eventually. I mean, that is interesting. I would like it to be a bit more developed than where it's at right now, but yes. Thoughts on Zaum going under? They went under? I thought they just had to, like, pull back. But if they went under, that sucks. PSX Half-Life 1 is vibe coded to shit. Is it really? Did I ever play Gunman Chronicles? I have played Gunman Chronicles. It's been a long time. That would be a fun stream. Would you say you should play Zero Parades? I liked it. I kind of got bored with it in the middle and I haven't finished it, but it doesn't hold you like Disco Elysium, like absolutely just entrances you in its world in the same way. It's not even close. Do you have a Discord? I do have a Discord. I do have a Discord server. Played any new games recently? Not really. I've been busy with real life lately. Hoping Portal Alive and Kicking releases. It likely won't. Yeah, Esoteric Ebb is a better disco-like. I agree. Did anything come out of the HLX info you wanted to confirm? Yeah, it's in the video I put up like a month ago. My bad. No problem. Got any new videos coming up? Not really. I've been so busy with life. You know, we're getting that dog soon, so, and we're moving and stuff. I obviously need to be making videos soon, but like, what was the one annoying thing that we found out about HLX midstream? I can't legally talk about that right now. I'll talk about it after the game comes out. But sometimes people think I'm more willing to risk my fucking job than I actually am. Good or bad? Well, it'd be good for you. It'd be bad for me. Will you stream Undertale after the move? I'll stream Deltarune after the move. Yeah. I agreed to do Deltarune. I didn't agree to do Undertale. I streamed Undertale like, Jesus, 11 years ago? Have I played Tremor? I have not played Tremor yet. That shit just came out, though. I'm definitely going to play that. I like playing a lot of id Tech mods lately. Holy hell, Stereo Bucket's been following for 10 years, 3 months, 28 days, and 23 hours. That's insane. Oh my God, and you've been following for 10 years as well. Jesus Christ. Big move, like different state, yes. Yep. 8 years. 6 years. Is it possible for us to hear about Russell? Yeah, probably. Damn, some of you have been around a long time, huh? Spread of coconut, 9 years. Coconut, are you the one I bought the 3080 Ti from? Hi, Tyler. Have you finally snapped? 10 years. Somebody here for 1 month. Somebody's been here for 10 years. Yeah? How you doing, man? Man, it's actually really cool to see that I've got a large range of follower ages, because it means I'm still bringing in new people, but I still keep the old people. That's cool. I've been here 10 seconds. It says it's your first message here too, yeah. Been watching you for a decade at this point, but not on stream. I only do YouTube videos. Yeah, I understand streams aren't for everyone. All right, I'm gonna all good. Just been living at work right now. Peace and air grease, man. I hope you're all right. Hopefully one day I'll buy a 5080 Ti from you or something. Teledirect Atlantic Doom redialed is a good Doom 2 watt as well. I've never heard of that one. Increase in general fidelity, what does that mean exactly? It's hard to explain without giving away too much. It's going to be sad when you retire. You've got a few years left. Unless I die, or end up in jail somehow. Is a multiplayer mod possible for Half-Life Alyx? It is. I've seen people try and get that to work. Stream from jail? No, that's okay. If I end up having to actually like attack somebody because they keep threatening me, that'll end up going badly. Have you played Legacy of Rust? I have played Legacy of Rust. Will the Discord stick around after your retirement? Yeah, I mean, I don't mind keeping the community thing. Do you remember the Yellow Pages mascot named Telly? I don't. Did you complete the new Doom DLC? I did. HLX co-op possible? Yeah, probably a mod, not officially, but yeah. All right, I'm going to peace out. Peace and air grease, everybody. Love you guys. Thank you for being here. Bye.